Crack, yeah, take that. Anyway, coming to the stage, man, we got, the Timberwolves. I gotta say this too. Hey, y'all doing great, but let's try to keep the table talk to the minimum for all the comedians. It takes a lot of courage to come up here. So, keep the side talk to a little minimum. And the Timberwolves is up by 31 motherfucking points. Yeah! We beating that ass because I ain't watching the game, screaming at the TV. And Edwards Energy, we paying all that child support up front. Yeah. $2 million. Yeah. He not hitting 3-pointers and everything. Shout out to Andy Edwards. Hey, coming up next to the stage, man, we have a very funny brother, man. This dude is hilarious. He's one of the more seasoned vets in comedy. Man, gave me a lot of encouragement when I first started. This brother is super duper funny, man. Give it up for KJ the comedian. See his big ass, he just jump up on the stage. I step to him. Let's get up for Marcus and all the comedians we heard. And most importantly, let's give it up for yourself for coming down here to this luxurious ass basement for a comedy show. It's sexy, look at this sexy AARP crowd in here. Look at y'all. I heard there's a lot of educators in here. Yeah, I was a teacher for 17 years, y'all. I put my time in, yeah. Level 1 through 5, yeah, special ed, I was supposed to inspire the kids, but the kids inspired me to get the fuck away from their ass. No bad motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna start off my set with a teacher story, if y'all don't mind, if that's okay with y'all? All right. Okay, so this back in the day, we was getting new kids from Hurricane Katrina, right? We got a new kid. I was at North Minneapolis High School, public school. There's only 2 black ones, so y'all can pick which one I was at. I'll give you a clue. Marcus works at that one. So anyway, I come in a little late. I got a new IEP from a kid, and I look at his file, and I come in, and he's a big kid. He's like 6'2", 240 pounds, look like a professional NFL football linebacker, big motherfucker, just big for no reason. Looked like he was wrestling alligators down in New Orleans. Because they said he came from Hurricane Katrina, right? So I come in the classroom, he off the chain, y'all. He all over the place and, talking loud. I said, hey, I'm clean, I dress up, I'm old school. I said, hey, young man, can you sit down and be quiet? He looks at me, he says, fuck you! I'm looking around like, who the fuck is this kid talking to? And then the other kid's like, oh, Mr. KJ, you gonna let him talk to you? You gonna let him punk you? You gonna let him call you out your name? And I'm like, hey, y'all be quiet, be cool. And then I said, hey, young man, I'm gonna tell you one more time, sit down and be quiet. He said it again, fuck you, you big, tall, lanky bitch, you. And then this is where it got awkward. He picked the desk up and threw it at me, y'all. Yeah, and it landed on my big toe. I lost control of the classroom. It's pandemonium. Kids like, ooh, he punked you. You's a big old bitch up in here. You gonna let this motherfucker do that to you? And so in my mind, I didn't know what to do, but I know I had to pick that desk up, but my instincts were so frustrated, I threw it back at him, boom, and said, fuck you too. And then the kid's like, oh, you cussing. I said, don't act like y'all ain't heard no cuss words. You motherfuckers been cussing all morning. Act like y'all ain't heard no goddamn cuss word. And then they edged the big kid on. He gonna pick the desk up and throw it out the way, talking about, I'm about to beat your tall, lanky ass. And the kid came, y'all, and he threw a punch in my head, but he don't know I had already been boxing and karate for 20 years, and I was in the dojo yesterday, so my instinct just ducked, and then I accidentally pushed him. Actually, I hit this motherfucker on the crown of his nose, And he was out. He was out cold. And the kid was like, oh, you got knocked the fuck out. And in my mind, I'm screaming. I said, no, he didn't. He slipped and fell. Somebody go get a bag of ice. Let's get him to the nurse office, right? So I said, let me get the two football players, man. We dragged him to the nurse office. She wasn't in there. I was so happy, my heart racing. I said, man, this is crazy. I hope he wake up. And then, okay, he finally wakes up. We got the ice on his head. He wakes up and said, what happened? Then the football player said, you got knocked the fuck out. And I was like, no, he didn't. He slipped and fell. We talked about that shit on the way down here. Stick to the script, goddammit. Don't be trying to. Okay, Mr. KJ, okay. And then I get a call from the administrator. He's like, hey, Mr. KJ, I need to see you in my office. I'm like, oh, here we go with this bullshit, you know. It's a long walk to the office, so I walked through the office, and I walked through the door. I just put my head down. I'm waiting for them to either fire me or whatever they're gonna do. And to my be knowing this, not be knowing, he looks me up in the eye. He said, Mr. KJ, I actually want to thank you for knocking that grown-ass kid out. He knocked out 2 teachers, 2 students while you was gone. We put him in your classroom because we knew you weren't going to take no shit. I was like, motherfucker, you set me up for this shit, man? He's like, oh, don't worry about it, man. You're going to get a week off with pay, administrative leave with a week. Then he reached in his desk and he gave me a gift certificate for Ruby Tuesday for $100. And back then I was drinking. I've been sober 12 years. But back then I was drinking, so I went to Ruby Tuesday and ordered $100 worth of Hennessy. I sat there and slammed every one of them goddamn things, called a cab home, and then a week went by, and he said, I go back to work. He said, hey man, I need to see you in my office. I said, what's going on? He said, I just want to make sure you're ready to teach. Are you ready to go back in? How you feel? I said, what you mean how I feel? I mean, how you feel? How you feel? Are you ready to? I mean, how I feel? I mean, shit. I mean, for fucking $100 and a week off with pay, I'd knock another goddamn student out. Knock this whole goddamn school out. Put it out in my classroom and see what happens. And then, man, back then, you had, you know, teachers. I'm telling you, man, I had to smoke weed and drink to get to sleep because it's a burnout job. It's stressful. Y'all underpaid. And the first teachers are supposed to be at home, the parents. Y'all agree with me? Them is supposed to be the first teachers. Bring them to school so they can be educated. So anyway, I went out one night. I'm at the Riverview back in the day. Yeah, I'm at the Riverview. I met this nice little slim, man. I'm single then. She said, hey, they had a little comedy show there. We was watching T.K. Kirkland. She said, hey, come back to my place. We can have some wine and some weed. I got some weed. So I said, cool. I went back to her place, got some wine, some weed. She let me hit it. I fell asleep, forgot I had a job and shit. She woke me up, hey, don't you go have to teach the kids? I said, yeah. What time? She said, it's about 7:30. I said, damn, I got to go. She said, here, you can take a shower. Here's a towel, some soap. And then she reached in the corner, you can wear this shirt. It's my brother's shirt. I'm like, bitch, you lying, but I'm going to have to wear it because I can't go back to work with the same clothes on. So I cleaned myself up. Took the put the shirt on and I said, come here, let me get a hug. Damn, girl, he was good last night. It was good. So I get ready to leave and okay, I see you. And then I hear this voice say, hey, Mr. KJ, what you doing at my house? It's the grown-ass kid I done knocked out. I said, God damn, this can't be real, y'all. This shit is real. So I said, the only thing come to my mind was, y'all, I said, me and your mama had parent-teacher conference last night. We wanted to make sure you was all right. So this dude became my teacher parent all of a sudden, he kept control of the whole classroom. He would tell the other kids, y'all better be quiet or Mr. KJ will knock y'all the fuck out. I had to pull him and say, hey man, come here, man, don't be so rough on him, man. Chill out, man. What your mama cooking? I'm gonna be by tonight. So that's my teacher story. I thought I'd share it with y'all. Let me get to some comedy. I played Division I and I played semi-pro basketball. But how I got to Minnesota, I was working out the NBA Summer League. This is a long time ago, probably about 1989. First year of the team. So I came here. Actually, I called my auntie live here. I said, hey, auntie, how was Minnesota? And she said, oh, you love Minnesota. The white girls was paying brothers. I said, well, I need to get paid. I'm on my way, you know. So I got here, worked out with the team. Make a long story short, y'all, there's a player that looked just like me. His name is Sam Mitchell. I don't know if y'all heard. Yeah, he got a ball head. He got a ball head now. He works for NBA TV. I still got hair. I'm still getting haircuts and shit. So anyway, we on the same team. We working out, and I remember I wanted to go to the club that made Purple Rain. So I asked my auntie. She said, oh, that's downtown. You got to go to First Avenue. I said, well, bet. I want to go there. My auntie said, well, you got to dress up. I'm going to get you this coat and this hat. So she got me a coat and a hat. It was a fur coat and a hat. It was from a thrift store. I ain't give a fuck. Ain't nobody going to know. I put the shit on. I'm the fly. I'm downtown. I'm jamming. I'm 25 years old at the time. I'm having a good time of my life. I'm jamming. Having a drink on. Ladies hitting on me. Then out of nowhere, Prince walks up, puts his hand out, looks at me and said, hey, Sam, I love your game. And in that moment, I said, fuck it, Sam, I am. And then Prince said, see my two lady friends over there? They gonna hang out with you for the whole night, for the whole weekend. Come on out to Paisley Park. I'm gonna play some music. We can play some basketball, have breakfast. And so the two ladies grabbed me. They said, you wanna come? You wanna go? I said, yeah, I am. I don't wanna go home. Let's go. So they took me out there and showed up, man. The dude, we played music. We played basketball, breakfast, pancakes. And then about 5 a.m., the girls said, hey, you want to go with us? I was like, yeah, let's go. So they took me back to their place, man, and we smoked some weed, drank wine, and then they put on some porn. I was like, I don't know where this going. Then all of a sudden, we start making porn. Yeah. And in my mind, I said, God damn it, I know Sam Mitchell was here tonight. Shit, I had my first threesome with Sam Mitchell. Man, that was a good time, man. Yeah, and then 25-something years later, I'm at the gas station. I'm with my wife, and this girl is hollering. She's yelling. Hey, Sam. My wife looked at me. I think she's talking to you. I'm telling my wife, my name ain't Sam. And then the girl came and tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, Sam, you don't remember me back in the day? I said, I don't know. She said, I remember you. One of your balls is bigger than the other. My wife looked at me like, yeah, motherfucker, one of your balls is bigger than the other. Where you know this bitch from? I said, babe, that's before I met you. You know that. I was quite the player off the court too. Probably a better player off the court than I was on, you know. So, but my wife wouldn't let that shit go. Later that night, I come home, right? She would not let that shit go, man. She did something. She put on some like lingerie, fishnet. She lit some candles. I'm in the living room chilling with my robe on, and all I hear, I smell the incense, and I hear a voice that said, "Hey Sam, hey Sam." I said, "Who you calling Sam?" "You, Sam. Bring that Sam Mitchell dick in here." I said, "Baby, I can't bring that Sam Mitchell dick in here." She's like, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, you need another woman to get that Sam Mitchell dick." And she said, "Keep your punk ass on the couch." But anyway, yeah, I hope they win. What else? No, but I work with kids still in a different way. Like last weekend, I refereed AAU basketball, and it ain't easy. I've refereed high school basketball before, but AAU is a different thing. Like, some of the parents are the worst in the world. I mean, a lady screamed at me, called me out my name, a black lady out of all the people, called me out my name, everything, talking about, "You didn't call that foul, you called that foul on my son. You call that?" I said, "Yeah, your son fouled him. He literally ran the fucking kid over. What you want me to do? Don't call no fouls. And how much you must have got paid to rig this game?" I'm like, "Bitch, they pay us $32 a game. This ain't the motherfucking NBA. What the fuck is wrong with you?" "Oh, I know what's wrong with you. You paid $1,000 for him to play, and now you realize you put this motherfucker in the wrong sport. You should have put him in wrestling. He out here fucking taking the other kids' heads off and shit. The motherfucker shot a jump shot that went over the backboard. They didn't even hit the goddamn rim or nothing. I was like, he shouldn't be out here. I said, and then she want to talk shit to me. I said after it was at the end of the game, the clock was, I said, foul on you. She said, what you mean? I said, you a fucked up parent. That's what I mean. Foul on you, bitch. Shit. Talking that shit to me. Guy hollering at me for some funky ass $32 a game. Bitch, this is my ninth game. My feet fucking hurt. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm out here trying to help the kids and get screamed out by an old disgruntled. And the kid looked like he had ADHD, 40 pounds over the weight. The motherfucker, when he run, he squeak when he run and shit. He's so goddamn big. But thank you for allowing me to get that rant out. Because, yeah, these kids are something else, man. I'm telling you. Let's talk about some grown folks shit. You know, like, I've been married for almost 20 years, too. Thank you. Yeah. You know, I'm a young 43 plus a sexy 10. I feel good, I'm working out, I'm taking. The only thing about when you get older in marriage, things change, you know, like, I gotta make an appointment for some pussy. Yeah, I gotta make an appointment with, you know, with the pussy, you know. I had to tell my wife, can you put some sex on the calendar? I want an appointment with the pussy, but not with you. Just the pussy, you know. Let me say hello to the pussy again, you know. Hey, little pussy cat, how you been doing down there? I kind of miss you. You think I could play with you tonight? Don't get mad, baby. I'm just talking to the pussy, you know. I miss the pussy. Y'all can tell I'm horny than a motherfucker if I'm talking about this shit, man. Y'all can tell I'm horny. That's real talk, ain't it, man? That's normal honey. Okay, so is this too horny? She want me to do role play, so she put the rolls in the jar. Y'all follow the story, right? She said, let's spice it up. I'm gonna put the rolls in the jar. Okay, so she picked the roll. It's got 2 rolls on one little paper. It's a bunch of them in the jar. So she picked the roll. She hands it to me. She says, your role tonight in role play is a pimp. I said, well, this is gonna be fun. So we get all dressed up. You know, I got my pimp clothes on. She got her hoe clothes on because her role is a hoe, right? So I start taking off my shirt, you know, got my shit brim on. So I start to role play like, come over here and suck this dick, bitch. And she get mad. She said, no, I don't like this role. You said that shit way too aggressively. I'm like, bitch, that ain't me. I'm in the role. I'm a motherfucking pimp. Get over here and suck this dick right now. She's like, I don't like this role. No, this your motherfucking idea. Why you don't like this shit now? I didn't think of this role play shit. You did. Now be my hoe. Get over here. Get on your knees and suck this dick right now. You want to spice it up, goddammit. Did I go too far? Did I cross the line? All right. I don't give a fuck, man. This is therapy for me, goddammit. I got 2 sets. One for when she come to the show and one for when she don't. She ain't here right now, as you can tell. I'm just letting it all ride, man. And then she give me this book to read, right? She said, yeah, you need to explore your sexuality. And the name of this book is called The Tao of Sexuality, the book of infinite wisdom. Gonna tell me I need to explore my sexuality. And I said, well, I would love to explore it with another woman, but she got mad and shit. But I'm reading this book, so ladies, I want to educate y'all. Ladies in the table over there, can y'all lock in? I know y'all think y'all at the Black View or whatever the fuck. Lock in and listen. So I'm reading this chapter because I love to read, and this particular chapter goes like this, y'all. It's called the ejaculation chapter. Yeah, listen to this. Yeah, it goes like this. When the average male ejaculates, he loses about 1 tablespoon of semen, according to scientific research. The nutritional value of this amount of semen is equal to that of 2 pieces of New York steak, 10 eggs, 6 oranges, and 2 lemons combined. Now, I don't know who was in the lab tasting this shit. Like, that's 2 steaks there. That's 10 A's there. Oh, I taste some citrus. That's lemon. Oh, that's... And then they said it includes proteins, vitamins, minerals, and aminos and shit. And they said and everything else. And ladies, just for the record, it is not called coming. It is called going. And you should get some vitamins and shut the hell up. Yeah, and it's good for you before you go to work. You know, it's good to get your vitamins, and you know, it's a good moisturizer too. It's good for your skin, make your skin glow before you go to work and shit. You go to work, you're like, ooh, girl, you was glowing in this bitch. I'll leave you with this. I'm about to get out of here. Oh, after the show, if you don't mind, I got a few shirts for sale. It's called this. Yeah. Yeah, if you didn't think anything was funny, I hope you think this is funny. And buy a shirt and support an independent artist or entrepreneur so I won't have to rob you before you leave here. I wouldn't do that, but I would love for you to buy a shirt. And then I'll leave you with this and I'll get out of here. Let's see how I want to end this. Let's end this. Y'all want a sex joke, crazy joke? What kind of joke y'all want? Come on, help me out.
Sex joke.
Sex joke, crazy sex joke. Sex joke. All right, let's do a sex joke. Huh? Crazy sex joke. Okay, let's do a crazy. Y'all asked for it, so here it go. Ladies, you ever be making love and and the love is hot, it's passionate, it's intense, and the man is he's really trying to give it to you, hitting it like, bang, trying to bust a hole in your back, like, feel this dick, and then you hear something go like, as if the coochie caught the hiccups or some shit like that. It's a weird feeling for a man. You just want to pick the coochie up and put it over the shoulder and burp it like it's a baby. There you go. You ready to go to sleep now, ain't you? No. You ready to go to sleep now, ain't you? Y'all ask for it. Or ladies, if a man is making love 15, 20 minutes, that ain't making love, that's a cardiovascular workout. Yeah, you should just throw up the white flag, get a dick a rain check, and tell them to come back next week. Otherwise, ladies, you need to put a GPS on the coochie. Yeah, tell us how to hit it. Like 20 heart pumps down the middle. Okay, baby, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Come on harder. Damn, bitch, her ass harder. Boom, boom, boom. Then it says, make a hard left turn. Boom, make a right turn. Boom, make a U-turn. Boom, I'm like, where the fuck is we going? I'm lost in shit. Then you hear some shit say, recalculating, rerouting, recalculating. I'm like, I'm lost in this pussy. I'm ready to go home. I want to eat a sandwich and watch the game. This is too much goddamn work. Goddamn, man. So, are there any questions about my sex seminar before I go? Thank you so much. My name is KJ. Hey, that's what I was talking about, man. You're horny, handsome ass KJ. I fuck with KJ's horny. I don't fuck with P. Diddy's horny. It's just too much for me. If I was horny like P. Diddy, nigga, my back be hurt, nigga, cash be hurt. It's just too much. He talking about 15 minutes. Nigga, if you ain't good by 10, 12, shit. Not doing that. It's a part-time job. That's why I got married. We figured each other out. We get each other together. Cool, go to bed. All that humping and bumping. No, I'm not doing all that, nigga. My knees is old. My back is old. Hey, what's the Timberwolves score, man? Somebody Google that for me real quick, man.